Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast, and let's talk Transformers. Today we're taking a look at Transformers Universe Galvatron. This little figure is one that I picked up at TFcon. He was loose. He only cost me $10, and I'm actually really happy with him. He's my only Galvatron figure. I really wanted something that represented the G1 looking Galvatron in robot mode, but that wasn't the G1 Galvatron because that figure was horrendous. So I went about researching online and found that this figure in robot mode resembled the G1 figure very, very well. And yeah, found one at TFcon loose. The only thing he's missing other than the packaging is his missile that goes in there and is fireable. But he doesn't need it, I found. The orange barrel provides the G1 looking gun barrel that Galvatron requires, and it's perfect for me. I like it. It works well. The tank mode, that's something else. That's something that I guess is a bonus. I think I would have preferred him to be more of a stationary cannon like he was in G1, but I'll take a tank. It works. I mean, Megatron was a tank in G2, so why can't Galvatron be a tank too? Anyway, let's get down to transforming Galvatron. This is a very complex transformation. It definitely took me a little while to get it right. And yeah, let's take a look at it. Alright, so taking a look at the bottom of the figure, you can see that it is quite clean. There is a little bit of kibble here, but it doesn't show his face, which is a definite plus. If you move that, you can see it, but you don't need to move that. That's where it goes. All right, transformation. First step is I like to separate these and pull the cannon out. The cannon will be on his arm, so basically we're making his arm. This is a very sticky spot. Everything on this figure goes together very, very well, and getting it out of those areas is tough sometimes. Alright, so there's that. There's his arm here. We can flip this around anytime, really, and reveal his hand. And by spinning that around, his hand is essentially done, or his arm. So now you've got Galvatron's arm on a tank body. The next step I like to take is separating the back here. Whoop. Again, that's happened before, but these newer figures do have a lot of the point pieces that come and can go back on, which is good for a person like me who uses a lot of force. Okay, so there we go. Those pieces are separated. Alright, so now that we've got these things separated here, we can start working on the rest of the body. This arm that is the turret in alt mode does tend to get in the way. So what we can do is we can actually move it to the side here. These pieces that we've flipped away here, we need to get them away because they are not necessary at this time. So if we can just get them down around the back here. Actually, why don't we just leave them for now, and maybe we can get the legs out of the way. Let's do the legs. So we're going to flip these down about 90 degrees. And then, see here, yeah. Actually, we'll separate those things off of here first. There we go. Okay, so we're going to now bring those down all the way. Okay, now we've got that. We can just flip that little piece in. That's out of the way now. These are his feet, and all you need to do is flip them down. They're up like that. Just flip them down and you're done with that. You can twist, push it in, and you can flip that down and twist it around like that. And their feet are done. Okay, that's the front. The legs are done. You don't really see a lot of tread either. Right, now we can actually get that arm out of the way. So you just actually, there's a little port here for it. You just slide that arm in there, and it stays there for quite well actually. Oh, we missed a spot. If you can see here, there are two little flippy tabs here, and there are there. So we just actually have to slide it into that spot there. There it goes, and it locks in really well. So there we go with that. Now that we've got that, this whole back piece kind of slides down, and we can flip this back bit in, and that reveals two tabs that we can now tab these pieces in, these pieces of tread into. So there's one, and two, and now this whole back piece will flip down. And now we've got his other arm here. This other arm just kind of folds down like that. Got the top bit here, the bottom bit. You rotate it around, flip the hand out. You can spin it around actually, there you go. And then he's got this little claw bit on the top. I don't know what the hell that's for, but whatever, it's part of the transformation. And the head reveal. You flip this down, and then you pull it up like that. Wait for the click, and push it back down like that, and you've got Galvatron. It's done. He's very good. Let's get him in a pose here. And we've got, yeah, there he is. Let's see if we can straighten out his legs here. So yeah, there's Galvatron. Now yes, one arm, the arm that is the turret, is infinitely bigger than the other arm. So he has a little bit of a arm wrestling syndrome, if you know what I mean by that. If you don't know what I mean by arm wrestler syndrome, look it up. The backpack here, on his back, there is one other piece here I forgot. These things here, they kind of fold out. I honestly don't know what the hell they're for, but they They're a bit of transformation as well. But this thing on the back acts like a backpack, like a rocket boost thing. So yeah, and it looks okay. It's kibble, but they make it work in this figure. The head sculpt on Galvatron is pretty good. He does have light piping. Let's work with that. There it is. Looks pretty good. Nice and red and evil looking. Because of the backpack, he is top heavy, so you just have to make sure that you angle him properly when standing him. And like I said, with the arm cannon, as you can see there, you know, his arm cannon really doesn't need the missile that it fires. It really does look the part of Galvatron's arm cannon without it. So I'm not really upset that I didn't get the missile that it's missing. And for $10, this is a steal. It looks phenomenal, and it really does look like a G1 Galvatron. Aside from the part that it's a tank in alt mode. But yeah, from the side you can see the kibble, but the fact that it kind of resembles a rocket boost pack makes it work. And there's a shot of the immense arm cannon. I like it. It's a good figure, and for my first Galvatron, I'm quite happy with it. As far as articulation goes, he really doesn't have any kind of ankle joints, just due to transformation. He's got that. He does have a knee swivel, not a knee joint. His legs do have movement. It's more like a ball joint. It's got a swivel there and a joint there, so you can get some movement there. His arms, this arm, you have 360 degree turn. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have a double elbow joint, and you do have a wrist up and down due to transformation. The other arm, however, is completely different because of the turret. You get very little movement. You get maybe 70 degrees. The elbow does move, maybe 30 degrees, and the hand, no movement whatsoever. Oh, there is an elbow swivel there, so you can get a little bit of movement there. Oh, the head can turn 360 degrees, so that's good. But it's definitely not a fully articulated figure, but it's not a bad figure as far as posing. You can get some poses. Something along the lines of a shooting thing. I wish you could turn his arm over, kind of, so that it would look like he was pointing the cannon at something, because he did that all the time, but you can't. So, but anyway, it's a good figure. For $10, hey, it's worth it. I wish I had the packaging, but I'm not going to cry over the fact that I don't. If you have it, let me know if the rocket missile that he has makes a difference, or if not having the missile is as good as I think it is. Anyway, this is Cybertronian Beast, saying I'll talk to you later.